Welcome back. This is the Long Lost Gamer, continuing our Civilization 6 series, playing as the Khmer. Today, we're going to take a look at episode 3. Things get started immediately with the construction of a wonder. But what we really need is Angkor Wat right here. 23 turn build. And we could speed that up with one chop. Only one. There's one here too. Yeah, Angkor Tom can't even work that tile. So let's grab that. So let's Faith purchase a builder in here. It'll chop those, and maybe we can get Angkor Wat done in something like, I don't know, 14, 15 turns total. Preah Vihear is now a place that can be useful. Let's grab the Old God Obelisk, followed by the Shrine. We are not going to take Monarchy. We're going to go straight for Theocracy. We no longer need the Wonder assistance, which leads me to think that I'll probably take Charismatic Leader back, because I want to get as many envoys as I can, and most of the military cards in here are just not that important to me. We only need 2 more era score to get the Golden Age, so I'm not worried about it. We don't need to do anything to make it happen. That's only -3 now. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we're up to 10 cities now. I think I am going to put a holy site here, but it might not be very useful to put that in as the first district. Let's go for the harbor instead. I think instead we'll come down here and just make this fishing tile and then go send this builder off to improve Preah Vihear. So we've got cotton to sell. We'll sell it to Amanatore for 9 gold per turn. Production. Let's make a market, followed by the Stupa. There goes the Colosseum. That's kind of a bummer. I would have liked to have gotten it, but I didn't really try. Oh, there's another natural wonder, Jangye Dansha. Kortom, you should absolutely make the consulate first, followed by the library and the Stupa. And the water mills and ancient walls, why not? Library, and you got converted, that's no good. The granary, this. So let's go ahead and grab a missionary right here. And in Indorapura, we'll grab a settler. Alright, plop that city down. That brings us up to 11, and we will go ahead and claim a couple of good tiles here. City-states, if you didn't know, when an envoy is added to the city-state, they get an extra tile, and it fills out just like with your own cities. They naturally take tiles from the second ring first. So most of these are not tiles that I would ever fight for anyway. I could buy this Plain Hills Rainforest tile for Preah Vihear if I really wanted to, but I don't think that's necessary. We could take this coastal territory if we really wanted to. I don't think it's that useful though, so we're probably going to skip it. And come in here, we will see if there's any good holy site location. There is not any particularly good holy site location. So instead we'll focus on the harbor, and I think this is a good spot for it. Come on, Geneva, stop covering up the tribal village. Okay, so the chop plus the mine, that took 2 turns off of Angkor Wat, that's good. And this settler's coming right over here. We're not going to worry about what he thinks. Finally, got Eureka for the Enlightenment. Sure. Sure. Why not? Okay, you're going to come over here and chop that tile. Mine. Convert. You should come up here, and we should also remember to actually sell our horses, because we're not using them. 5 gold per turn sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, we already got Niter somewhere. Ah, right there underneath the Kilwa. It's a very easy way to get access to a strategic resource. Don't even have to finish building the wonder. Get some good gold out of the niter stockpile. We could get banking, but we don't care about banking. Cartography would be kind of cool, but we're making harbors anyway. I think what we really want is printing to see if we can maybe get Forbidden Palace. And we're not going to build our universities quickly enough for that. You primarily need the Prasat to get started. Do you have a good spot for a campus? Not particularly. Harbor, or commercial hub, rather. Absolutely. Oh, we could get Jebel Barkal and get that achievement over here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look again. City overlap, that's 7. Let's do it. Let's put the Jebel Barkal down here for after the Prasat. Liang isn't needed here after all, so we're going to put Liang into Hariharalaya, and that can pump out builders for the rest of the empire. But we'd still have another governor title available. Could put it into grants, could put it into surplus logistics. I think surplus logistics is kind of handy. A little more food on all my domestic trading routes. And we will eventually have lots of trading routes. Hey, there are the Aztecs. How about that? Okay, plop that city down. So this area is done for cities. Oops. Could maybe drop one more somewhere in this region at some point, but not a priority. Having one over here could be fun, though. Could even put 2 cities in here, potentially. We'll see. It's not going to be a top priority. Same thing here. No good holy site, but a decent harbor, and that's good enough to get started. We still don't have any of our harbors built, I don't think. So, let's see. What are we doing with envoy quests? Do we want conversions in Geneva and Samarkand? Where are they? Samarkand's all the way down here. I mean, we could do that. Why not? Let's grab another missionary here. And that'll go down to Samarkand too. We're just now getting our first copy of iron in the entire empire. We'll almost turn 115. This one always seems like a bit of a crapshoot to me. I'm going to choose scientific city-state, but I've seen it go a variety of ways. Again, I'll put 2 votes into myself. Heck, let's go to 4. I've got plenty of excess Diplo favor. I should probably start selling it. Trade city-state. Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. Okay. Oh, there's a cultural city-state for mine here, and bring this missionary down to Samarkand. And we could really skyrocket this city's growth by chopping both of these tiles and putting down 1 mine. Finally, we mine some iron. Okay, it looks like there's a bit of trading to do. Luxury resources. Yeah, I'll buy the chocolate, extra chocolate, I guess, and the wine as well. And let's see, how much is someone willing to pay me for 20 Diplo favor? 9 gold per turn. I'll take it. How much Diplo favor am I earning per turn? Only 7. That's nothing crazy. Let's get the Prasat, followed by the market, followed by granary and ancient walls, and we should probably put at least one other city around here somewhere. I'm still not sure where. Maybe we'll just do it here. Could buy our way over to this tile for a holy site that matches our pantheon. Oh, the Aztecs are already ready to be happy with me. Sure, let's be friends. Still the only civilization that doesn't want to be friends with me is Gandhi. Oh, they took my delegation and the friendship. All right. Friends with almost the entire world. Just one more civ that we got to discover somewhere. We should go ahead and buy a galley here. But Angkor Wat's actually really squeezed in here, so having a couple decent workable tiles sounds good to me. Alright, with that we get to change our government. We'll go ahead and slide right on over to Theocracy. More era score, more military cards that we don't really care about. Logistics would be nice if we have access to it, but I don't think we do. So we'll put in veterancy for the bonus production towards harbor districts. Every city building a harbor has very little production, so I think that's useful. And yeah, 16 turns, 25, 24, 22. Not amazing, but could be worse. Doesn't really matter which city we develop on the coast, but I think I'll get the trader in this city, Bhavapura, just because it's so close to India, so beefing it up in size a little bit would be nice. Man, that would have been a perfect campus, wouldn't it? Yep. And nobody can get it unless somebody puts another city down. Okay, next civic. Go with diplomatic service. We get another great person, actually a great merchant. This settler can come over here. And this galley can come down this way. This great merchant. 10 more turns on the Angkor Wat and hopefully a brand new achievement for me. And yes, we are indeed going to put a settler on this tile. India will be mad, but we're already friends, so there shouldn't really be any consequence for me. Alright, that harbor's almost finished. I think we're going to just go ahead and do the same thing right here. And we'll go for cartography after printing. You trade with Angkor Thom. I think I wouldn't mind having one here. And you want a holy site. Well, +4 is hard to argue with, so we'll go ahead and slap that down there. And yeah, we are going to grab just a little bit of tiles here. I think this one's worth it too. And we met the final civilization in our map, Suleiman of the Ottomans. It's an honor to meet you. Oh boy, look at all these notifications. So I met all the civilizations. That gave me extra era score that I didn't want to have until next era, but that's fine. And maybe somebody wants some horses. Barely. Ottomans have a lot of luxuries to sell me. Sounds good. Now we've got 13 happy cities. Trade with Angkor Thom. The Ottomans really like me because we belong to the same secret society. So it should be pretty easy to have a chill, peaceful game. Howdy Hadalaya, what are we going to do with you? You serve not much of a purpose at this point. I mean, we might be able to swing another wonder here somewhere, perhaps. I think we are going to dedicate you to faith purchasing builders because we've actually got a lot of faith. Although I wouldn't mind using that faith on something else, like buying some great people. Oh gosh, I should have really sent that delegation. Let's give him open walls, or open borders rather. He did take the delegation, that's good. Open borders, you do not want to pay, you want me to pay 4 gold per turn. That's actually unusually high for the AI. And that brings us up to a healthier, just a -2 rating. That's not bad. Okay, we get that ivory online and then immediately turn around and sell it to the Aztecs. Are you willing to become friends already? No? Okay. And Indrapura, what are you up to? You should build commercial hub. Only got +2 spots here. So for now, you'll instead build the university. Your tiles are working just fine, but we'll go grab that copy of spices. And we really need to set this to cartography after castles. Somebody just built Stonehenge. Wow. Wow. That's maybe the latest Stonehenge I've seen in a very long time. You got your harbor. That's cool. So we'll grab the lighthouse first, then the old god obelisk. And we can just go ahead and say, yeah, this is a great spot for a holy site. Why not? Let's get us some spices. Put this city down. Brings us up to 14 cities. Let's bring you back over here. Now put a mine down here. Meh. Nothing's good for you. But we will go ahead and... Oh, yep. Boom. That's definitely what we're going to focus on making. It'll take forever. But we'll get there in time. Previhar still needs some work. Okay, let's get the lighthouse, the old god obelisk, and we can place our holy site there. I'm fine with that. We really don't care about most of this tech, if I'm being honest. I guess I'll grab astronomy just in case there's somewhere for me to actually put Potala Palace. Saving my envoys until the next era. Okay, there we go. I'll choose my dedication because it's obvious I'm going to go with monumentality again. 5 turns till Jebel Barkal. Probably get it. Now let's renew our friendship with Saladin. And he'll let me make an embassy. Still not quite enough to be friends, but we'll get there. I'm pretty confident. 22 gold for 2 luxury sounds like a pretty good deal to me. We'll go ahead and sell that. Horses? No? Nobody wants horses? How about iron? Yeah. Wow, Aztecs really want some iron. Niter? Anyone? Sure. Okay, we need to change CQUI. I don't want to show luxuries in the top panel there. That's a lot cleaner. I'm going to stick with theocracy. We got a lot of faith. We should use it. Who do we want to purchase? Thinking this is not a very exciting great scientist. We could just get a cheap great merchant, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. More era score. So that's a great way for us to farm era score now. We do want Republican Legacy. I think we're going to plug that in. We're going to switch out Diplomatic League, bring in Republican Legacy. Still not enough to bring any of our cities up to ecstatic, unfortunately. There isn't really much of a reason to put a city down here, but it's really hard to not want to. Got another envoy, so we are in the next era. We could look into taking over 1 or 2 city-states for our own benefit. We don't have much of a reason to take our commercial city-state relationships up to level 2 yet. We don't have any banks, we don't have any shipyards. Just have the consulate. Taking Geneva would be pretty cool. It's an extra 15% science that I get and the AI doesn't. So let's do it. Let's take it up to 6, and now no one is suzerain, and boom, I am. We're now at 181 science per turn, so this might end up being a science victory. I don't know. We'll see. Renew a couple of friendships. Slap down a mine. Slap down a camp. 68 turns on that holy site. Yikes. Now we'll get a trader in here eventually. Hey, there's Angkor Wat. What do you know? Wait. Did I get the achievement? I don't think I did. What? Why not? Oh, this is a problem. Oh, I need to also build a Wat in Angkor Wat. I forgot about that. Oh, shucks. Which religion has Wats? Somebody does. Islam. So I'd have to somehow get Islam all the way over here to convert Angkor Wat for a turn just to get that achievement. We'll see who's got Islam. The Ottomans. That seems pretty unlikely. So I'll probably have to give up on that achievement for this run. That's a bummer. But it's my own fault. I didn't fully research the achievement, so can't blame anyone except myself. Alright, let's get open borders with Aztecs. This builder will continue to make mines. We should give this tile to Preah Vihear. Really, all the desert tiles should be theirs. We'll go ahead and buy both the Chancery and the University. So we just want to scoot along, and I kind of want to get the Intelligence Agency online now. But we should also... Oh, there's no place to put the Forbidden City. That's right, I forgot that I'd unlocked it. 24 turns in Hariharalaya, 21 turns in Preah Vihear. We could build it here or here. If we built it here, we could make a theater square on top of the sheep if we want to. Not sure it's very useful, but we could. Anyone else? Nope, that's the best. Okay, so we'll try to make the Forbidden City, I guess. Right here in Preah Vihear. I didn't anticipate that we'd build a couple of wonders in there, but I'll take it. Let's make the Intelligence Agency, and we may consider making some entertainment complexes soon to get our amenities up even higher. But this should do the trick for the time being. Oh, we gotta make sure to build a Domri at some point too. They're pretty cheap, so we could just buy one, making 300 gold per turn. Oh, we have more tradery capacity, so we should definitely go ahead and grab a trader somewhere. Maybe over here. What are you gonna do? How about you make a granary followed by a shrine followed by the harbor? Old God Obelisk here, as well as a granary followed by lighthouse. And we really should fill out the mines over here. Okay, that scout is not gonna fight a man at arms. We're gonna get Isaac Newton anyway, so guess I'll just let that happen. We may end up wanting to purchase this. It's another free 3 envoys. Guess we could probably fit one over here somewhere. Yeah, that might work. It's pretty good defensive terrain, so maybe that'll be good enough. And if not, maybe I can get revenge. Alright, Samarkand. Become Buddhist. Is this a hill? Yes. So we chop. Here we need a mine on this hill. We will... You can't reach Angkor Thom. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll send this trade route over to Angkor Wat. How are we doing over here? Culture.
At the southwest
Oh, there's Jebel Barkal. Yay, hey, at least we got one of the rarer achievements from this playthrough. I'll take it.
It has all the appearance of a colossal statue.
I almost never ever build this wonder. Preah Vihear, you do not need any help at this point. We're gonna send this trader over to Kampong Svai. And Yay, okay, we converted Samarkand and got the envoy. So that brings us up to 3 with Samarkand. And if we look at the envoy quests list that I have from a mod, we could also convert Geneva. If we recruited a great writer, we'd get an extra envoy in each of these cities. That wouldn't be terrible. Might send out a couple trade routes to get these guys as well at some point. How much does the great writer cost? Should I do it? I mean, I'm making 360 faith per turn, so this is only like 6 turns of faith. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I'm sure you have other useful things to build. We will start with the ancient walls. This is not a particularly good city for industrial zone, although we could probably do something with an aqueduct. You know, we put a aqueduct here. What would this be? +4 industrial zone. I mean, it's not terrible. It's 5 cities when there are a lot of purple spots, so I don't know. And in fact, we could get a +8 industrial zone over in this direction. If we take a look at this. Oh, it doesn't have any bonus to it at all. That's no good. Well, we'll keep thinking about it. Must be some place to do it. Would be nice to get a little bit of electricity. I think we can just go ahead and slap this campus district down here. And over in Lingapura, we will get the shrine, get the old god obelisk, and get the granary, and the ancient walls, and the watermill, and not think about this city for a long time. And here's our new great writer, so sure, let's go ahead and do that. Actually, we should buy some great works of writing with our gold as well. We got some diamonds to sell off. Everyone's pretty poor. Maybe we'll hold off on the diamonds. Alright, let's see for great works of writing. It's fairly cheap. Get 1 for now. And finish up using Cervantes. Yeah, Miguel de Cervantes. Really, we just basically want to go to, I think, natural history, and then on to ideology pretty much directly. Logistics is fantastic. We'll swap that in over veterancy. No, we'll keep veterancy for now. I think we still have plenty of buildings to make in our harbors. And we can't really let go of these economic policies. I mean, we can temporarily if there's something to do immediately, but for the most part, these are so strong that we have to leave them in there, and Republican legacy is also just so good. So, boom. We stick with that and keep moving. Come back in here. Oh, 11 gold per turn. Yeah, I'll take that. And let's grab a couple more works of writing. Boom. That's quite a lot of money for iron at this point in the game, but I'll take it. 3 gold per turn is not much, but those horses aren't getting used in any other way, so that's fine. Might be time to make an entertainment complex. What would be a good place for that? I mean, this desert tile right here. That's an obvious spot for an entertainment complex. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the granary. The no, the holy site's more important. Go ahead and make that arena. Do it. Let's try to get a few more cities up into the ecstatic region. In Jodhpur, it's probably time for you to get your commercial hub. Although I am curious, what's the city overlap like over here? Nah, you're not a good place for making an industrial zone. Might not even make one this game. Doesn't look like any of these are particularly better than others, so I will go ahead and slap down this commercial hub here. We should make the dam on the maze. Might be better. Well, let's try and do that there. So, another city that we're not going to have to micromanage for quite a while. Chop. 16 turns on the Forbidden City. Okay, we found colonialism, another point of era score for that. We're going to have our scout heal here for a little while. Guess the Maori capital must be there. And there's Newton. Happy to see you. We're pretty much always at least happy, and we are going to work towards being ecstatic, so yeah, I might go ahead and faith purchase this person. Next turn. Okay, come down here. Yeah, me getting great people is a problem. I'm so sorry, Montezuma. And we probably should use this Newton in a place where we haven't already built a university. I can't believe we already built one in Indraputa. Okay, so we'll just send him up in this direction. That'll be done soon enough. Back to Angkor Wat. What do we want to do with Angkor Wat? I mean, we can just build a stupa and the ancient walls. It's fine. 64 faith per turn. Alright, get your lighthouse, old god, obelisk, granary. Get all that good stuff. We do not have a place for a campus here. We will not bother. Holy site? Sure. We can place a holy site there. A couple more envoys. Do we care about any of them? Well, we could go ahead and take Yerevan back just to get a boost to our faith income. And we may want to do that with Nazca eventually as well. But we'll just hold on to the final envoy point for the time being. New policy cards. Raj is fun, but not getting quite as many suzerainties as I was hoping for. Probably because there are some other civs that are using Owls of Minerva or something like that to get more envoy points. Hey, circumnavigation. And we were not the first to get it. Interesting. That was probably the Maori. That would make sense. We need to put the Nazca lines down. And this city could use a little bit of production, so why don't we go ahead and buy that. Give them a mine. Sure, go ahead and make an embassy. I think we should be able to get a friendship with the Ottomans very soon. What does the Nazca line do again? Oh, it adds faith and stuff to the other tiles. That's right. Okay. Yeah, we got to throw down a couple more. I like how they put different sets of lines on different tiles. Farm triangle makes a lot of sense here. Hariharalaya, we should probably make a couple more builders. We can have another trader, should just faith purchase that somewhere. Industrial zone shenanigans, any good ones? No, not particularly. Angkor Thom, you've got your spy from the intelligence agency. Commercial hub would not be terrible. Entertainment complex might be a good choice too. Patala Palace, that takes up a valuable hill. I'd rather not. Well, you just go ahead and make another spy for now. I'm okay with that. And what do we want to use this governor title for? How about grants on Pingala? More great people points is always good. And it's only for great scientists and commercial hubs for the time being here, but still, it's useful. Alright, we're going to look for cities. What? What? None of the AIs have a commercial hub. Oh, that's so annoying. Why aren't you guys making commercial hubs? We could try to mess around with city-states a little bit. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We'll send a trade route to Angkor Thom as always, although I think once traders start completing their trade routes, we're going to start going international soon. Man, this is a huge ocean section that we haven't yet explored, and I wonder if there's any decent land in there. Just so much space. One more turn for Isaac Newton to be able to do his thing. We throw down another Nazca line here. Sure. These tiles are looking pretty good. Kiwakiswani, 11 turns to go. It is getting built. How about that? And we don't have a trader here, do we? Okay, let's get a trader. A little extra production. Probably should have done that a long, long time ago. Alright, there's industrialization. That's great, especially for the +1 protection to every mine. We'll probably have some coal. Yeah, natural history as well. So we can start making archaeologists if we want to. I did win this with 1 gold. 1 gold given to Rome. That was a pretty easy win. I feel like there's got to be some land somewhere in here. Alright, and the campus district's been completed in Otarapa. So we'll go ahead and activate Newton, and now our science should be fantastic. 298. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this. It's saying 299 over here. Turn 136. My science is 299 per turn. The next closest is Gandhi with 168. They're just not going to ever be able to catch up. My culture, 242. Next highest, Rome, 164. We have this game on lock. Still don't know how I'm actually going to win. Okay, there's coal somewhere in there, underneath something. Okay. Cool. 3 copies of coal. And I don't even really need them. Should we do a harbor? No, you've already got the commercial hub. Could go for a water park. It's already time for water parks. It feels really early. But I'll take it. Let's throw a water park down. And we've got more envoys. Well, I guess we should take over someone. Let's keep these back and just increase our relationship with Nazca just so we get even more faith per turn, up to 424. That means we can definitely take a look at probably just go ahead and build walls everywhere to get some easy tourism. Take steam power, followed by siege tactics, and go to chemistry after that. That sounds good. Here's the Enlightenment. One last Nazca line. I guess we can make a bank. It's not very interesting, but we can go ahead and build it. Alright, we're at 4,000 faith, so we should actually use some of this faith. I think I am gonna do the weird thing and buy this great engineer. Yeah, I'll take Brunelleschi for sure, but I'll wait a little bit. And I could just take Jeanne d'Arc right now. And I'll have enough faith to get Brunelleschi very soon. Sell our cotton to the Aztecs. Maybe someday they'll actually mention that they are happy that I've given them my luxuries. Probably not, but a man can dream. I think a water park over here makes sense. Oh, that would have been a good harbor, but them's the breaks. We could also make Colossus, but that would make this harbor worse unless we put it here. Well, we can try to build a Colossus. Get a little air score. Another trade route. Why not? Alright, Otatarapa. You do not need any more help. You should go improve this coal. And James of St. George. Where have we not built walls? Here. Okay, sure. Boom. Congratulations. You can go ahead and make a relic. take that. And if we look at our great works here, we can see that is in Angkor Thom in the Prasat. 8 tourism for faith. So we're up to 80 tourism per turn. That means I am in the lead. Oh gosh. India's been pretty aggressive with their religion, it seems. Well, it's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of missionaries here. We'll casually spread our religion a bit. A couple of missionaries here. And we'll make sure to get Brunelleschi in a few turns when Kilwakiswani is finished. We really need to throw down some more farms and get some farm triangles up too. That would be a good idea. Just build your walls, it's fine. Might just start a few of these cities on campus research grant spam very, very early. Alright, there's steam power. Just kind of exploring the world a little bit. You can come over this way, boom. Try to convert my own city to my own religion. Kotokuin did get built, so I no longer can build it. That's okay. Let's buy some more cheap great works of writing. Thank goodness for those old god obelisks. They're great work slots. I just bought a ton of great works of writing. And so if we refresh, I guess we'll have to wait till next turn to see what my tourism's up to. That's fine. Let's build the shrine first. And Prasat over in Lingapura of it. Bermuda Triangle just found. Yeah, there it is. Shall we do it? I think we will. Let's warp in. Where did it end up? Over here. And it will absolutely be stuck. That's fine. And we'll build a Ferris wheel in Otatarapa. Shipyard less than 10 turns. Absolutely. We want that really quickly. We can buy the granary so you can keep growing normally. And yep, convert Lingapura, and then we'll work on Isvarapura next. Gandhi wants to sell me silver. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, there's a whole bunch of luxuries for sale. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we went from 80 tourism to 116 tourism from buying all those great works, and we will buy more. Why make theater squares when I can just buy people's great works? And we'll go ahead and plop this city down here just for fun. Gives us a little extra air score anyway. You could do whatever you feel like doing. Maybe a nice harbor right over here. And we'll just go ahead and buy the old god obelisk and the granary and leave it alone. You are here to convert. Prasat sounds perfect. We'll get the lighthouse first for that extra trade route. We have a governor title available and nothing that we really care about using it on, so we're just going to hold on to it. Okay, we will definitely vote for ourselves 2 times here. I think earning double points towards great scientists makes a good amount of sense, and we have a lot of Diplo favor, so let's just go ahead and slam a bunch of votes into it. And before we see the result, first we find out the Forbidden City has indeed been finished, as well as Kilwakiswani. Oh my gosh, I did not win this. What? Great Writer, 12 points for Great Writer. It was a waste of Diplo favor, but it's okay. I will be fine. Go ahead and get the granary, watermill, stupa, and renaissance walls, and although Yeah, +6 theater square is pretty tempting. You could also build the Potala Palace. I mean, I should try, right? Might as well. Let's get the Prasat in Chaturmukha. Chaturmukha. And also in Bhavapura. Well, we've got 6 envoys. That's really a lot of envoys. Who do we want to take back? We could do some Cahokia Mound shenanigans. Let's go ahead and try and work at that. I think now is a good time to go ahead and claim Brunelleschi. And we get another free policy slot. So what do we want to use this on? Amenities is not a bad choice. Could plug in liberalism for that. Now we've got 5 ecstatic cities and 10 happy cities. That's lovely. We did find one tiny island, it appears. Oh, it's the mausoleum. We need the mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Yeah. No one ever built that, huh? Kampong Sphai, I guess you've got a job to do. That's way more important than the Colossus. Well, you could do it in a similar amount of time. How about over here? No, that's too long. Bhavapura, maybe? And if we bought this, we could do it in 18 turns on a totally useless grassland tile. I think that sounds good. Let's go ahead and toss that down, and we can use Brunelleschi to help scoot this along. Maybe even get another builder in here. Yeah. You're gonna wait until we've actually finished the mausoleum. Oh, right. So Kilwakiswani, I benefit the most by having as many suzerainties as possible. So I should gun for especially another commercial city-state suzerainty, and then all cities in my empire will get, I think, 10 or 15% more gold per turn. Got a couple of friendships to renew. Let's do that before we forget. Boom, boom. And Angkor Thom, build your Renaissance walls, I guess. We should really get the Domri before I forget. Boom, there's the Domri. We will not be using it. Already 8 points away from another guaranteed golden age, so I think we're pretty much set. We'll probably put Reina in somewhere at some point. Definitely using Public Works. Could do 15% toward production towards all wonders at some point. Feels like I got there super fast in this game. Already over 300 science and culture per turn, and it's not even turn 150 yet. But my faith generation is, even without the chorus governor ability of the Voidsingers, even without this, my science would be well over 200, culture would be about 200, which would mean I'd still basically be in the lead for both of those yields on the map. Oh, we might want to actually think about properly settling this area. That's a bunch of extra luxuries that nobody seems to be acquiring. We'll need a little bit more of a navy, though. I should get a frigate. We can bring the Domri around for this, and we can upgrade this chariot to a knight, sure. We're only going to use Brunelleschi once here, but that already almost finishes off the mausoleum. Beautiful. You can go ahead and take listening post and go ahead and put down another mine. We're going to have to remember to get a frigate, perhaps? Yeah. 1,120, that's easy enough. We could definitely make a good amount of money selling coal. That is, we should be bringing in about 600 gold per turn once this turn flips. We could teleport you now to Previhar, and we can use that to speed up Patala Palace, just for fun, because we can. It is not necessary. We're doing just fine without it. Let's go ahead and take these 3 luxuries. That somehow does not change the amount of happiness in my empire. That's kind of frustrating. Go ahead and do all 3 of these. Interpura is doing just fine, but we do need to get a few more builders. Use a little bit of faith for that. We do not care about this great engineer whatsoever. We don't really care about Darwin either, but I'll take him, I guess.
A vast tomb.
Alright, the mausoleum's finished, so that will give us 1 science, 1 faith, 1 culture on all coastal tiles in the city, and great engineers will now come with an additional charge to be used for whatever purposes that particular great engineer might be used for. Sell off some more gypsum. And we come over here, and what is there to be done? We want to get back to making the Prasat. I think hard building the shipyard is fine, and then we'll just click through this stuff and not think about it. And we do want a frigate over here. Let's just go ahead and buy one. Oh, I need more niter. 5 more niter. I sold off too much of my niter. Will anyone give me a teeny bit back? Okay, let's go over to the Aztecs and say, hey, dude, I just want 5. Perfect. Come back to here. We now purchase a frigate. It gives us a little more air score as well. First unit that uses that strategic resource that I've built. And we'll do a similar kind of thing here. Just queue up everything. We've got 5 envoys to use. So I guess we might as well put 4 into Venice. And that means I've now got 2 commercial city-states. Suzerainty of 2 commercial city-states, making over 630 gold per turn. It's not even turn 150 yet. I'm not even trying that hard. This is just a really laid-back game of Civ. Not that I'm complaining. You should really come over in this direction. Yeah. And we should go ahead and just buy another one. And you can come down here, take 5 turns off of Potala Palace. So next turn we can use them again, and it should only take 3 or 4 more turns to get that finished. Gather Domri here. They will enter the water next turn. I think we can go ahead and maybe like grab a couple of settlers over here. 3 settlers. It's just something to do. I really don't need to build any more cities to win this game, but it'd be kind of fun if we could set up like a mini colony over here, I think. Domri enters the water. We need to reset our open borders with the Ottomans. No problem. And we use Brunelleschi one more time. That goes from 8 to 3. So yeah, just 3 more turns for Potala Palace. That should be safely ours to take. Again, we'll just send builders in different directions because I haven't been focusing on developing the infrastructure of my empire all that much, mostly because I don't seem to need to still be doing well. Not on this playthrough, anyway. Alright, there's a wave of settlers. I forgot about my knight. Let's go ahead and bring my knight in. We should probably have another Domri. Sounds cool. Let's get another Domri. Yeah, those two Domris and that knight should be able to keep all of these people alive long enough to plop a couple cities down over here, hopefully. Alright, we just got Scorched Earth, and I think this is going to be the last turn that I play for today. It's been kind of a long time since I've done any streaming, so just kind of feeling my way through things again at this point, and definitely making a few mistakes here and there, but overall this has been a pretty good playthrough. Pretty happy with how things have turned out, and in just 150 turns we have pretty much devastated the AI's ability to intimidate us, to beat us, to do anything. So I feel pretty good about it. Alright, over here we have got nothing to work on that we really care about. We'll go ahead and make the next set of walls, I guess. We have too many envoys, nothing really to do with them. So sure, we can be suzerain of Singapore also. Why not? Just take it. Do we need any of these new cards? No, we do not. Oops, I clicked the next turn button. No, we will stop here. This is a very common issue with playing Civ 6, or any entry in the Civilization series. Turns can just sail right past you. Right, we do need to use the Cahokia Mounds too. I'm going to try to remember that. Gonna try. We should probably do some farm triangle stuff over here. Let's go ahead and buy this tile. Alright, and we are going to call it a wrap here. Save game has been filed, and I'm going to sign off here. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, this is the Long Lost Gamer. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.